Alright guys, we just got up to camp. This time we're going to do a little bit of tarp camping. We hiked up to the highest point on our property. I don't know if you can see out there and see all the farms and such. We just had to hike up the worst hill ever. So horrible, but here's our spot. We're right here on top of the ridge, the very tip top of the ridge, the highest point on the land, and we got a nice flat clear spot. Tons of firewood all around us. So yeah, and our backdrop is the mountains, the Smoky Mountains right there. And Chad went to do a little bit of squirrel hunting. I'm gonna start getting camp set up a little bit. He just walked up on about 30 turkey, and I got to watch them fly down the valley there, just kind of soar down through there. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, this is where we're gonna be at tonight. Super pumped and excited. It's gonna be awesome. Only thing I'm kind of worried about is being up here on the very tip top and the wind tonight. There may be a little bit of rain coming through, so I'm kind of curious how that's gonna go tonight with a little bit of wind, rain, and then up on the very highest point. So, but yeah, let's start getting things set up. Looks like we got plenty of rocks around here to build our fire pit. I'm just going to walk around and collect some just to kind of be a little more secure up here in the woods. Just dig up a few natural rocks we got laying around. Like I said, seems to be plenty of them. The more rocks we have, the better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive this stick into the ground. That way, I got something to run the other piece of my rope to hang my tarp up, and I'm gonna cut a little notch in it so my rope has something to kind of grip a hold of without sliding down. Should work. If my rope will reach that long. I think it will. Now what I'm going to do is, since this is, my stick's kind of pulling over just a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of string, my little white string, and I'm going to tie it around it, run it over that little tree over there, just to pull some tension on it. That way my rope is nice and tight when I throw my tarp over it. Just kind of made something up. I came up here with a whole different idea of a style of tent I was going to set up, but yeah, I didn't like it, so I just kind of winged it. I want to be able to kind of lay there and see the fire tonight. So it'll be like right by the fire, spot to crawl in. I'm probably going to throw some leaves over the backside here. Pile some leaves up. It's not the best looking thing, but it'll work. It'll work. And you gotta have your fire starter. That's a must. Chad ain't paying much attention.
Well,
On this damn thing. I'm starving and then it's time to eat, bro. Let's get this fire started. And then there was fire.
good God.
I knew it was going to be that way. That's what I said in the video. Just enough to cook on. We spreaded all these leaves out also around our fire pit here. Five-second rule.
Huh?
So I just dropped one of these. That's a 5-second rule. Oh yeah! Yikes, that's hot. Fork I made. That'll hold it. Sausage, bro. Filthy things. What we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.
Guys, I'm making a little platform to lay our fish that we caught. bluegill that we caught earlier at the pond. First thing I like to do is just go ahead and cut the head off.
Lean on the kids. Lean on the kiddos. Now we gotta clean that up, don't we?
Yeah, a little bit of water.
Check it out, guys. That's what I call a packet of goodness. Rice, which is steaming hot, with some sausage. Should be pretty good. Alright guys, we've pretty much got our tent set up. Fire built. All that good stuff. Now we've got to eat a little bit of rice and sausage. We've got bacon, everything for breakfast. All kinds of stuff. We're cooking our bluegill over the fire. We got our little spit roast thing built over the fire so we can cook our bacon in the morning and stuff. Now we're just maxing and relaxing. We gotta go collect some more firewood. That's a must. And yeah, the wind's kind of blowing in our tents, which kind of sucks, but it is pretty hot right now. We're sweating. It's 70 degrees today. It's gonna be in the 50s tonight, so being in these sleeping bags with a little breeze will probably feel good. So I'm anxious to see what it looks like up here tonight. As long as we got plenty of firewood. Got our little lantern. Enjoy our food, which is super hot. This worked out perfect. Like I said, I made me a spoon fork, whatever you want to call it. Fork on one side, spoon on the other.
Caught the oil on the inside on fire.
And I put coconut oil on it to kind of put a coat on it. Pretty good stuff though. Chad brought some potatoes and onions and stuff, maybe to cook in the morning. You can see these woods behind, mountains behind me there. Instead of all of our stuff, we got to we brought a little bit of stuff with us. You know, we're new to all this stuff really. You know, I've been camping all my life, but you know, this right here is a much funner being out and not really having a whole bunch of stuff, you know, with tarp and whatnot. But we brought our 22 just to do some squirrel hunting in our bag. I just got an extra change of clothes and then just a couple little grocery bags with some of our food because my bag ain't very big, so I can only fit so much stuff in it. But it's supposed to rain tonight, and the way the wind is blowing now, might not be good if it starts really raining because it may blow right in on us. The wind went blowing earlier before we set up our tents, which we're, like I said earlier, we're on the top of the mountain to highest point of the property, so it's a little bit more windy up here. But this is awesome though. Man, dude, freaking love it, man. I miss my family when I'm out here though. Oh, hold on, you guys got to see this. Man, it's still got ice. This has been in here for probably 3 hours, which our beer is filthy. That's Chad's fault. That's Chad's fault right there.
Yeah.
I dug a hole. We didn't have a cooler. Dropped our beer down in there. And we still got ice.
Still got ice, yeah. They feel pretty cold too.
Chad put all the leaves on it. Which is probably why it still has ice.
Yep.
It might be filthy, but hey, they're cold. We got a little water. We'll rinse them off. God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt.
This IPA is going to be good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to wait a little bit longer. I was thinking about it. All right, guys. We're going to eat. Bit the bluegill. Peel the bones out. Still has a little bit of bone left. It's good to go. Was it good?
Oh, yeah. program. Especially if you're dead hungry.
I put a little seasoning salt on it, which made it a little bit better. Those scales just flake right off there, basically. Chad going to town. You get his face red.
It's a little hatchet.
We're getting our firewood stockpiled up. Slowly but surely, we're trying to find some hardwood up here. Most of it's so big. Just kind of keeping our fire small right now, that way we don't burn up all our wood before it gets dark. We still have a few hours before dark or whatever, so. So Chad, how are you feeling after that?
Pretty tired.
Guys, if I could show, I'm gonna walk over here. Show you guys this, the hill. I mean, it's almost straight up and down, vertical. I don't even know if you'll be able to tell, but that's the trail down there. And then you go all the way down this, and then it cuts down again, steep. And then you're on our flat field where our bushcraft camp is. And then there's another hill down to where you actually pull into. Hopefully you guys can kind of see all of that in the distance there. I guess we'll find out. See if we can see how steep this is over here. Back to camp. Is it that time, Chad? Alright guys, I dug this hole at about 11 o'clock and it's 5:10, so it's been quite a while. And our beer, I mean, it's dirty, don't get me wrong, I mean, but it's no big deal. You just, you gotta wipe it off. But it's been in here, and it's 70 degrees today. I mean, this is really dirty, so we just, like I said, we just wipe it off. But there's still ice, and our beer is cold. Like I said, all we do is just wipe it off on our t-shirt. We could have done better, but we've been trying to get camp built, tents built. They're saying rain. This worked. I mean, it legitimately, 70 degrees, our ice has stayed cold in the ground. So anyways, I thought that was pretty neat.
Lord's mad.
Starting to get cold.
Huh?
Or chilly, not cold, but it's gonna drop down in the 50s tonight. But yeah. No luck on the squirrels today.
Nope. All the waste of time.
Beautiful little gun though. Little Ruger 22.
1022 is what it's called. That's the model. They're pretty popular.
Beautiful little gun though. What? Anyways, he tried to do some more squirrel hunting. No luck today, guys. He took a few shots. I'm thinking his scope. Well, you said it was probably
Too far.
Yeah.
I mean, I was shooting probably about like 80 yards, and you only need to shoot about 50 yards with 22.
Yeah. The sun's starting to go down. It's getting dark. Like I said, I think it's about 5 o'clock. It gets dark around 6, so it'll be dark soon. The wind is blowing. All right, guys. Chad thought he had his tarp. Okay, I put a splice blanket down to put my sleeping bag on, just to keep it from getting dirty or whatever. And the wind's coming in from this direction. which is blowing directly in our shelters. So I put a little piece there. But he thought he had a tarp. He didn't. So we had about 5 space blankets left in our bushcraft camp down the hill. So, I mean,
Do it together.
he threw it together. I mean, it works, right? That's what it's about, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you were literally in a situation where you had to figure something out. We had some space blankets, and he rigged him a spot. I mean, it goes all the way over, and he put a bunch of leaves on it. It's got a wall on that side. He's right here next to the fire. And, I mean, he's going to be good to go underneath there. And then this side's covered
I feel like
with
it's gonna be all right.
with the winds blowing. Yeah, I mean, if all else fails, I mean, you have to squeeze in the corner, bro. Don't intrude my personal space.
I'll try not to.
If it comes down to it and that thing blows away. But I mean, other than that, we've had some pretty strong winds.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
it's
it feels good,
still
though.
there. Yeah.
It still feels good, but
Man.
it's gonna get cold a little bit.
Guys, if y'all could feel the temperature right now, it is amazing. It's probably, let's see, matter of fact, we'll look. Let's see what the temperature is. 68. But it's probably cooler than that with the wind. With the wind
chill
blowing.
factor.
Yeah, so it feels really nice. The wind's blowing. And like I said, it's just going to be like a little air conditioner blowing on you, you know, inside the sleeping bag. I think it's going to be great. It's almost dark. And we got our piled up, pile of firewood.
Good amount. That should last.
Yeah.
I hope it does.
Got enough food. And yeah, we'll be good to go. Enjoy the rest of the night. Sit back. I'm gonna lay underneath my tent and just stare in that direction right there.
You feel it on you now? The sprinkles?
Oh, it's sprinkling?
I
Yeah.
felt a couple.
Yep, I do feel it. Well, guys, it's sprinkling. Barely. It wasn't supposed to start raining until 10, but hey, we're all right, though. We are prepared. But yeah, that's what I'm going to sit back and stare at right there. A little view of the mountains. Even though I got a bunch of trees in my way, it still don't look too bad. Yep, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Well, guys, what I'm doing here is putting my gun in my gun case.
And the way he does it, here, he slides it in at a 34-degree angle.
34 exactly.
He makes sure the scope's up so the zipper it completely zips right over the edge.
That's so.
And he has to get the leaves out. And guys, that right there is what we call bushcrafting gun put away 101.
All right, guys. I'll just pour me some tomato soup.
Yeah.
Mixed in a little bit of water, and we're gonna put it on the fire and cook a little bit. So.
Chad was hungry.
Hungry. We got more to eat for later, but this is something for right now, though.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little tomato soup. I'm about to walk over this way, see if I can hear this owl. I hear an owl. I'll set it in a little further on the coals.
In there.
Yep, buddy. Right there's perfect. That bad boy be simmering in a second. Got a little bit of ash in it, but hey, a little ash never hurt nobody.
Nope.
Whoa. I guess I'm gonna eat Chad's leftover tomato soup. He's drinking his.
You can always have my leftovers.
I'm gonna use my wooden spoon. Just gonna whip it up here.
I really like that a lot, man. You did good on those.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I was gonna make 2, but it didn't take me too long. Maybe an hour or 2 to make. Working on my spatula a little more, guys. It was all wide and bulky. I just threw it together for last time, but just kind of chiseling it out. Make it more of a handle. Sipping up there. That's pretty good right there. Now, I know y'all seen that earlier and in my last video. Definitely. I mean, this part's maybe a little thinner. That's all you need to get underneath a burger or steak or something. Filet mignon. Nice little fire. What's up, Chad? What time is it right now?
It's about 8 o'clock, 7:43.
We need to get a nice watch.
Yeah.
Chad's little camp. It's getting close to bedtime, guys. Big pile of wood there. Tarp. I close mine up a little bit more. I put one of those space blankets on there, just so I can squeeze in there, just in case it does rain. But I kind of raised it up, that way I can still see the fire.
Which was lit by a lighter.
Yeah.
Not the other way that we normally do. We forgot that today.
But yeah, this'll be it for the night. You know, last little video. Next we'll be waking up in the morning and cooking a mean breakfast, bacon and everything. Oh man, I can't wait. Yeah, the animals and stuff is awesome right now. Hear the frogs chirping from the little ponds and little creeks and stuff around us. It's like, I don't know if you can see it if I turn my flashlight off, but you may not. But right now, you can see all the lights. It's not the city, still the country, real country, but that just shows how many houses are still out here in the country.
And how far away that they
Yeah,
are.
and yeah, they're still pretty far, yeah. But then you look behind us, right here, you got one in the woods there, one up on the hill there, and that's the only two lights you can see behind us. I mean, we're connected completely with the Smoky Mountains right there. And there's two lights on the back side of us. And then you turn around, there's hundreds, not thousands, but hundreds. It's definitely awesome though. Fire's burning nice. Things have quietened down. Can't beat it. I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but this is us saying goodnight, and we'll see you all in the morning with breakfast, and I can't wait. See you guys. Guys, I slept pretty good. I mean, the ground's kind of hard, but I still slept good, and I'm dry. It rained all night long. Started around 11 o'clock. Morning time. See a little bit of fog over the hill back there. It's actually nice out here. It's sprinkling, but I've just got on a long sleeve button up flannel shirt and my back's starting to get a little wet, but the weather's actually pretty nice. It's probably in the 60s, so it's not too chilly. Some nice stones there. On a little morning hike, look around. Stop here instead of walking down. right over here. As I'm standing there, a buck walked out and he stopped there and stared at me for about a minute and a half. And I thought I recorded it and didn't even record it. I'm trying to let this rain stop. Hike out. Got a good little hike back. Not, I mean, nothing crazy, but a little bit. Well, guys, it's about time to venture back out of here. Hike back down to the bottom of the property and head home. Right now we're just cleaning up camp. Got our trash bags we got carried in to throw away, which is basically beer bottles. Can of soup and a milk jug full of water. But yeah, this turned out to be a pretty cool little camp spot up here on top of the hill. Chad's getting the sleeping bag and stuff rolled up. I'll go in there and get my stuff rolled up next. He had to take his down. His was getting wet, so he stuck off his stuff over in my tent there to keep it dry while we built us just a shelter to sit under, just for the rain. But yeah, guys, this is it. Packing up and heading out. Until next time.